Hey, it is Nana. Back with that, chapstick gang. Oh, wow. Where's my chapstick? Should I leave it at work? Nah, my lips are killing me. Anyway, so I guess I'll do it at work. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah. So I'm finished talking about Vegas. And then, talk about some other stuff. So, first things first, I skipped a part about Vegas. That day that, I had, hung out with the fam bam on my cousin's birthday, that morning, I got a text message, from this girl that I was supposed to be doing, a podcast vlog series with, but that fell through because of some other stuff. So what happened was, recap in the recap, was that, in May, we went to, all of us went to, Long Beach Pride. So I had been planning, a month or two ahead of time to go to Long Beach Pride with my mom. And so, like everything else, we ended up going late. Well, that's not even the whole story. So then, that week, or the week before of Long Beach Pride, that week of Long Beach Pride, a friend that I've known for a year now was like, hey, you want to come hang out? We're going to clubbing, blah, blah, blah. The same day as, the Long Beach Pride. And I was like, yeah, I'll invite some people, try to invite, some people, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. So the chick that I was planning to go to Long Beach Pride with, who I was also planning to go to Long Beach Pride with, I texted her and was like, hey, this friend I got, he's invited us to go out after Pride. You want to come? Blah, blah, blah. Bring some friends, yada, yada, yada. And she's all like, no, my birthday's the next day. My mom, her birthday was that day, but her mom wanted to do something that morning. She's like, I can't flake on my mom, blah, 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 gonna make sure I stay close and all that. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So I guess she didn't understand that I was still gonna go hang out with him or something, I don't know. So, like I said, we got there kind of late. It was 2:00 in the afternoon. My mom takes forever to get ready and do everything. She doesn't like to rush, and it's just well, if you don't rush, sometimes you miss out on stuff. We didn't get there till 2. I called and texted the girl asking her, where exactly everything was, where the festival was and all that stuff. So she helped me out and gave me those directions. By the time I was about to text her to tell her that, we just got there, in the festival, she was like, oh yeah, so, we left to go bar hopping. I'm like, she's like, if your mom wants to come. I'm like, okay, I told you I'm with my mom and my cousin. And, we've been planning this in months in advance, as you should know, to go to Pride. So why are we going to, come pay all that money and then just leave or drive over here for Pride? I mean, it was only in Long Beach, it's only 30 minutes, but why would we drive all the way out to Long Beach to go to Pride just to, not go? So I was like, I'm here at Pride, I'm not leaving or whatever. And so then, we're chilling and all that, she didn't text me or call me or anything like that, which is fine, because she's bar hopping or at one bar, I forgot, and, I'm spending time, with my mom and my cousin. So then, it's she, wanted to leave all early to go to, I know she got there earlier than I did, but she wanted to leave even earlier to go to, go bar hopping, and I was just like, whatever, I hope she remembered that I'm going to go meet with, my friends, so I'm going to go do that. So I left Long Beach at 8 something, and I got to Pomona. I was in Pomona us were going clubbing at like 9 something. It wasn't that far. It wasn't like a whole hour or anything. I don't remember correctly. There wasn't any traffic because it was kind of late. Anyway, so yeah, so I get to Pomona and then I get this like weird text message. Well, not weird, I can kind of understand it, but it's a drunk text message. And she's all like, oh, we're at this one bar, if you and your mom want to come, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, one, I told you I had other plans after Pride. 2, yeah, why the hell would my mom want to go bar hopping with us or go hang out at a bar, you know, with us? Like, what? That makes no sense. And so that happened, and you know, after that, that Sunday I didn't say anything to her, and she didn't say anything to me. I knew she was like, you know, with her family and whatnot, so I let it be. But Monday I had sent her, you know, before that we had been, you know, sending each other back, you know, little events, like, oh, that'd be cool if we go to this, or look at this. And so I sent her one and she never responded. So it was like, whatever. And so then, yeah, so we get to Vegas and all that. And then the morning, Friday morning, I get a long old text message from her talking about, I'm sorry, you know, I've been going through stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't trying to say you ditch your mom. Like, if you read the text message, I said the both of you and blah, blah, blah. So, and like she's saying all this, I have no issue, good luck with this and da da da. And then I was just like, alright. And she's like, LMFAO. And I'm just like, yeah, laugh your fucking ass off, because, you know, it's been like 3 months and you haven't said anything. And if you were, you know, trying to, you know, get into business with me, like, you know, do the like podcast thing, you would have at least been like, hey, I'm not in the right headspace, like, let me cool off for a minute and blah blah blah. Like, I don't care what you're doing, you could just be like, I got issues right now, I can't do this right now. And I would be like, okay, hit me up when you, like, you know, when you're in the right spot again. Like, you don't just, you know, disappear on somebody and then expect them to be like, oh, hey, blah blah. I knew you for 3 months. 3 months. I knew her for 3 months, and she expects me, you know, be like all jumping for joy or something, or texting her, be like trying to explain, you know, my like, there's no my side. It's like, you had an issue and then you ghosted on me. If I had some issue, I would have texted you and would have been like, hey, sorry, this, that, and the third. I mean, I wouldn't explain the whole issue to her, but I at least would have been like, you know, hey, I can't do this right now. I'm gonna hit you up in like the next month or two, you know, to see if you're still down when I get, you know, get my stuff right. And, you know, if you haven't, see, that's a lot of people don't understand. It's like, I don't know why they think that people are trying to pry into everything, but not everybody is. And, you know, you would think, you know, knowing me for at least 3 months, you would know that I'm like, hey, like, what happened with this person and this and that and the third, and like, you know, all up in your business. I'm just like, you know, I just need like a courtesy call or a courtesy text message just to be like, hey, ain't gonna make it, something came up, that's it. And then, you know, you don't have to explain it. You'd be like, something came up, that's all you have to say. And I'll be like, oh, I hope everything's all right, and leave it at that. Because guess what? Somebody did that to me. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I meant to text you, you know, early in the week, you're still down. And she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm going, blah, blah, blah. I was like, because, you know, I'm some issues. And I'm like, well, I hope everything's okay, and just let me know. That's it. That's all I would say. I wouldn't try to pry and be like, oh, are you okay? And blah, blah, blah. Like, if you needed that, then, you know, you could, you know, start telling me. But I'm not going to pry into your stuff, because I don't want nobody all up in mine. So I'm not going to be all up in yours. And so, yeah, I got that text message with the LMFAO. Yeah, laugh your fucking ass off. Because, you know, I was laughing my fucking ass off when I saw that long ass text message talking about that. The whole, the thing is that, you know, she thought, you know, I thought I had a problem with her. It's just like, I don't have no problem with you. I guess you have no problem with me. It's just like, obviously you don't know how to deal with people that well. Like, and I don't get that, since, you know, you're trying to kind of be in, you know, public spotlight, but you don't know how to deal with stuff. You got to work on that. People need to work on that, you know. Like, if you can't deal and you don't know how to balance your stuff out, you shouldn't really be in any type of public spotlight, because then you have, you know, people having mental breakdowns, and, you know, people turning to drugs and stuff like that. It's just, you know, learn how to deal. Like, just, like, go to therapy if you have to. And, you know, and I know a lot of people of color don't want to go to therapy, but I watched Pero Like from BuzzFeed, right? And, you know, one thing that they did on there was kind of awesome. They had the people from Pero Like go to a a therapist, but it was, you know, Latinx therapist. So, you know, they, you know, they understood, you know, how hard it is for somebody of color to, you know, go to see a therapist in the first place. And, you know, and it was easier to talk about stuff because, you know, they might have experienced something similar, better or worse. You know, they experienced something similar, whether it was better or worse. So do that if you need to. So sorry about, you know, my tangent on how to better yourself. But yeah, so sorry, the sun was in my eyes. Anyway, so back to Vegas. So yeah, so that's what happened that day. And then, like I said, in the last video, you know, we hung out with the fam bam, and then, you know, we walked back to our hotel. So what's next? Next is the next day. So my mom came home kind of late. Well, came back to the hotel, you know, she came back anyway. Because, you know, it's my sister's birthday. We didn't wake up until like 11:30. So yeah, because we were walking around in that sun like all day. Anyway, so we woke up at like 11:30, and got ready. Woo! We didn't leave till like 1, and whatchamacallit? Oh, come on, people. We didn't leave till like 1, and we went to Denny's. We went to Denny's to go eat breakfast. Well, it was more like lunch. So we had a breakfast lunch because it was like 1 something. It was good. It tasted good. I like to build my own sampler. My sister had a chicken club sandwich, and then my mom had a some slam burger. It was called a slam burger. It had like hash and eggs on top. So yeah, she had that. I had that. My sampler had onion rings, chips and queso, and tenders on it. So it was pretty good. So yeah, we had those. And then after that, what did we do? We met up with fam again. So we were on the strip again, you know, walking around and all that. Pretty much it. I'm just kidding. What did we do? Like, we went from, you know, all the different stores. We went to the M&M, the Coca-Cola. I don't think we went to we did go to the Hershey's. And then after a while, we went back to their hotel room, my aunt's hotel room. And then we went swimming. And so we were going swimming. Well, we sat down for a minute, you know, and, you know, we went swimming and all that. And then we were swimming for quite a while. I don't remember the time frame. It was just so long. Anyway, so yeah, so we went swimming and all that. And then, you know, after like a couple hours, we're like, what are we gonna eat? And, you know, first we were gonna get pizza, would have been bomb. But then somehow we ended up getting Subway, which was fine. I got my little sandwich. And then mostly braids. She knows how to do other stuff, but you know, if her confidence is in her braids, hopefully she'll get into the other forms of hair styling. But anyway, so she got back into braiding. So far she's braided some box braids, and then she, you know, did 2 heads of French braids. So those are on our Instagram, Yessie and Nana. So if you want to go check those out, if you are in the OC area and you want to get your braids done, you know, DM us, you know, so we can, you know, set up an appointment and all that. You know, trying to, you know, make a little extra cash if you know, want to help out and you want to get your hair braided. So yeah, so she did that, and then, you know, we went back to our hotel to go get our, like, box of change so we could go, you know, gamble. Unfortunately, you know, everything's all new, and, you know, you gotta put actual money, like cash money, you know, paper money, or a card, or like a game card in there, or, you know, the little vouchers for the money. Ooh, traffic. Why is there traffic all of a sudden? Anyway, so yeah, so, you know, then they're like, oh, we can't, you know, exchange a lot of change unless you are a member or have a play card. I'm like, are you for real right now? So I sat there and I counted out 100 pennies, right? 100 pennies. And then after that, you know, I played that. I played it till it was dead. And then I was like, some more change and some more change. I think I went up there like 3 times, and then I had my mom go up there once. So yeah, that was, you know, fun. Oh, it's honking. Like, there's traffic. You can't really, you know, be honking at people to go faster when traffic. Anyway, so yeah, because, you know, at the time, you know, it was kind of high, and then I had a Fat Tuesday, and I had a drink before that. Oh yeah, because we stopped at the ABC store before we went back to the hotel. So I got me, you know, a orange soda, and then, you know, they sell like the mini bottle. So I got like me a mini bottle. I think it was Amsterdam. I think Amsterdam, and I poured that in there, and, you know, I drank that, and then what else? And then, you know, we went back to the hotel and got our change, and then I, you know, ate an edible. And then after the edible, we got Fat Tuesdays walking back to the casino. We went to the Planet Hollywood casino. So yeah, we went there, and then we didn't win anything, unfortunately. I actually got pretty high on one slot. I got like almost $2 off of my $1. But then they started watching me, and I lost. I went back to $1, so I was like, cash that out. Anyway, so after that, we went back to my aunt's hotel, picked up my sister, and then you know, we walked back. Oh no, we Ubered, because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We Ubered back to our hotel. We got ready to go to bed, and we was asleep. I put an alarm on for like 9 o'clock, and then my mom said she put one on for like 9:30, so we could leave the hotel on time. We had thought we were gonna go and gamble, but, you know, we didn't wake up till like 9, and then my mom was trying to get my sister out of the hotel too, even though she knows we can't take her in the casino. We left the hotel early, and we still didn't go do it, so it was like, but we just went home. So then, you know, my mom drove. My AC's kind of messed up, so we had the windows down, but after, like, we got to Barstow, I was like, dude, we gotta, you know, turn the air on. It's ridiculous. So we stopped in Barstow to get gas and, you know, go to get food. Actually, no, we didn't get gas. We just got food. We got Popeyes. Love Popeyes. Got me my popcorn shrimp. Anyway, so we stopped at Popeyes, got some food. We were like, my sister and I were like, it's too hot to be driving around in this car. We're gonna sit here for the 30 minutes. Oh, excuse me, and eat our food. So then we got back in the car, and I'm like, okay, we need to turn this air on. Like, this air is way better than, you know, what the heck's going on outside. So we did that, and then we drove to Nina's house. And for people who don't know, Nina is godmother in Spanish. I don't know if that's like the actual term. That's just what everybody calls their godmother. And so yeah, it's really my mom's Nina, but I call her Nina too. Anyway, so yeah, so we went to Nina's house, and my mom and her talked, and I sat down on the couch with my Nina's husband, and all I know is just to back up. Anyway, so yeah. So, we chilled there for, another 30 minutes. And then we got back in the car. I was driving this time. And we drove home. Oh, wait. We stopped to get gas after that. And then we drove home. Once we got home, we took it's just me, my mom, and my sister. So it wasn't that much luggage. We took all of our stuff out. Like, everybody had, 2 bags. Took all our stuff out. And we were home. So yeah, that's the end of my recap. So yeah, let's see what we're gonna talk about later. I don't know if I'll make a video tonight. It's a little harder to make videos unless you guys don't care about noise in the background, because my family can get pretty loud, and my mom doesn't care. It's kind of rude, but it's whatever. She'll just do what she wants anyway. But as you can see, I pulled into work and I need to go. Please, comment, like, subscribe. Go check out our Insta. DM us if you want some braids done to your hair. You want your head hooked up. My mom got you. All you need is to, bring a clean head and some hair. We got everything else. Clean head and some hair, unless, you don't want hair. She's trying to be fair about it. So, again, just DM us for an appointment, and, she got you. Other than that, deuces. Don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. All right. And hit that notification button so you know when I'll be posting. Deuces.